This is Monica. I'm a one-stroke painting instructor, and I am going to show you a quick demo of how I do my Filbert leaves with the Filbert brush, the one-stroke leaves with the Filbert brush. And this is a Filbert brush with the curved top, and we load this differently from the flat brush that we normally use for one-stroke painting. This is my first video demo, so I hope you can bear with me. I'm going to use cobalt blue, green forest, citrus green, lemon custard, and school bus yellow. Excuse the fact that I've already done a little bit of blending here just to test the colors. So you can use a lot more colors with the Filbert brush. I'm going to be loading all the dark colors on one side and the light colors on the other side. So let's just do it. I've taken a little bit of medium too. I'm just going to like dab in some. I'm not going to overblend. I'm just going to squish that paint into the brush. And then I'm going to take the lighter colors in any random order. All right. Not really particular. All right. And you see it's just like just lathered onto the brush. I do dip a little bit with my medium. And let's go in for it. I'm going to make the tip of the big leaf first. Okay. So I'm just going to put it on my chisel edge, lean in, put a little bit of pressure, and get back onto the chisel there, and twist the brush around and do the same. Push and then lift up. Now this is the top of your leaf, and now all you have to do is just cling on to the, you gotta cling on to the previous stroke that you've done. All right, put the pressure. All right, cling, 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 turn while you're lifting up. All right, and turn while you're lifting up like that. My paint's a little dry, so I'm taking a little more medium. Okay, do the same thing here. We're gonna cling. Make this a little bigger because this is the center of your leaf, right? You want it to be a little chubbier than the rest. And then I'm going to reduce it a little bit because I'm going to reduce the size of it because I want the shape of the leaf to form curved like that. And smaller. And a really small one there. And you see you form the shape of one side of it. And then you can go to the other side. Now I've been using the yellow facing me and the blue and the greens facing the paper, and you get more yellow streaking there. If you turn it around and you put the blue outside, you'll get more of a blue streaking. Both colors, both sides of the colors show. It's just that one would be slightly more prominent than the other based on which side of the brush is facing the paper. So it's usually the opposite color that shows. What faces you, that's what is more prominent. So if I was to use the darker color facing me, then I would get slightly darker shade, like, there you go, slightly darker shade. So you'll find that this side is a little more bluish green than the other side. You do want to complete it. I've left a small gap there, so I'm going over this because I just want to cover up and make sure that I have a nice, because if you have gaps in the center when you pull the wine, and it's really not going to cover it up very well, and that's going to leave some ugly white spots or canvas showing from it, and you don't want that. You see lovely streaking there, and that's the best part about this Filbert. I really like the unusual streaking that you get. All right, it makes each leaf look unusual and unique. Okay, and then you could use a liner brush to give yourself some indications, which I'm just going to quickly do, and then I will show you the you could use your Filbert brush for this too. This is your leaf, and then you the big leaf, and then you could just go ahead and give yourself some indications of where you would like to go and put in some of your smaller one-stroke leaves. Now the one-stroke leaf would be done like this, okay? You're going to be doing the one-stroke leaf now. You're going to start parallelly to the vine wherever you want one. You're going to press, twist, and lift. Unlike one-stroke technique where we do the leaf a little differently, this is, you're going to push, you're going to twist it, and you're going to lift up onto your chisel edge. Now, it's really not a chisel edge in this case because of the curve, but to the point basically. And you'll see there's a huge difference in the colors because I had this one facing the blue was facing the paper, and the yellows and lighter greens were facing me. So you got a lighter leaf here. And this one, I had it the other way around where the dark was facing me. So this is a unique concept of the Filbert brush where the opposite color actually shows out. Let's do that again. All right, I got the dark color facing me and the light color facing the paper. And you see that? You get this lovely, beautiful, unique streaks there, which make the Filbert brush so much fun to use. Every leaf comes out differently. And I think I really like the fact that every leaf comes out differently. It makes your painting look unique. It just requires a little bit of practice to be able to get that point. All right, you need to be able to lay your brush down, twist with some pressure, and then lift up onto a point. And you can add so many colors to this. You could add reds, oranges, and all those streaks will show, and that's just gives you an amazing look to it. And you don't have to really think about which side of the brush you're using like you would do with your normal one-stroke leaves, where you would have to see whether you're doing it the right side with, you know, yellow and the green facing the right direction. You don't have to. You can just use whatever side is convenient for you. Yeah, that's about it. You could put any number of leaves that you want like that, right? But I'm going to just put in a few more just to show you, and then we could just wrap up. I love doing these. They're very, very fun to do, and I just love the effect that you get from the Filbert brush. It gives you an amazing look. There you go. And now for those of you who like perfect edges, the Filbert brush sometimes does not. It leaves a kind of a jagged edge in one of the sides in some of the leaves. And that's fine. You could just go in with your liner brush and just pull in some fancy lines there to make it look pretty. Or you could just leave it as it is. I personally like both styles. I like the ones where, you know, the jagged edges are visible, because that looks natural too. But in some cases I think it's too jagged. I would go and correct it with the liner brush. And it also gives that fancy, see, you start from the side of the leaf and then just push in and lift up. It gives that fancy look to your leaves. That's about it. That's it, folks. This is leaves with a Filbert brush. You could also, by the way, before I end, you could also do that small squiggly to the top of the big ones too. Alright, you could. I personally do in some cases, and it just kind of outlines your leaf and gives it a little more structure to it. And kind of finishes it off neatly. Not necessary at all. If you've got your stroke right, you really don't need to. But if you want to give an outline, sometimes even of a different color, just for it to have that fancy look. you're good. And that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you all try this out and enjoy using your Filbert brush. See you. Bye bye.